guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Wagner, and welcome to a new episode here where today I'm super excited for this build. We're going to build a 1988 Dyno Pro Comp. That's right. This is my first Pro Comp. If you guys follow the channel, you know I've built dynos in the past before. Most of them have been slammers. So this is going to be my first Pro Comp, and I'm super excited. When I received this Pro Comp, I actually bought it, and it was actually painted. It wasn't powder coated. And the paint looked really nice, but I just wasn't totally sold on the color. And I really wanted to stick with an OG color. So we're going to show you what that's going to look like here. We're going to unbox it together. But if this is your first time on my channel, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Certainly helps me build these bikes. And it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. Just go into the system there, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want to be alerted every time I post a video. But without further ado, I'm going to show you what we're looking at. This frame just came back from Ernie's, and I haven't opened it yet, but I have a feeling it looks amazing. Check this out. As you can see here, we've got it all boxed up, and I always like to unbox these with you. I have not seen this yet, so we're going to unbox it together. Of course, this came from Ernie's 80s bike shop, and they do such a great job. I mean, all the powder coaters do a great job, but Ernie's is super special. He always puts me first, and he turns these frame sets around for me pretty quick. So, but this one here is a very special frame. Like I said, it's a 1988 Dyno Pro Comp, my very first one, and we've got all the parts for it. They're all right here. We're going to go through it one by one, but this one, guys, is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to get into this. Speaking of Ernie's actually has a brand new bike that he's designing himself. That's right. It's called the Phoenix, and I've seen some spy pictures, and I'll throw some up there on the screen so you can see it. But this is Ernie's first frame design, and it's built by some of the finest artisans in the game. I mean, the welds are supposed to be immaculate, but let me tell you something. To go in and actually build your own bike, I mean, that's quite a feat. So congratulations to you, Ernie's. You guys are doing an amazing job, and you're coming out with your own bike. I'm going to have to pick me one up. But without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and break this down and see what the frame looks like. Okay, guys, let's bring it in and take a look at this. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. This color here is called electric blue. And electric blue was a factory color in 1988 for the Dyno Pro Comp. And so I figured, you know what? Let's keep it in the original color. And I mean, just look at it. Look at the bars. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited. This is going to look amazing, guys. I cannot wait to start building this. Let's go to here and take a look at the dyno stamping. Yes, there it is. Perfect stamping. Of course, you got the made in USA there. And then let's go look at the serial number. And the serial number is right there. Perfect. You can see it perfectly. And this looks amazing, guys. This is insanely beautiful. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Ernie's. You did a wonderful job on this one, as usual. And I cannot wait to get this one going. So we're going to put the decals on this and see what it looks like. And I think you guys are really going to love it. Stay tuned. Okay, let's bring it in. And these are the decals that we're going to use. These are the 1988 Dyno Pro Comp decals. Thomas Weakley, shout out to you. I got these from him. If you guys want to get decals for your build, make sure you check them out. But I don't know if you can tell, but these decals are going to look sick against this color. Oh my goodness, it's going to look amazing. We're going to go ahead and put these decals on this build, but just let's look at them one more time. Look at that. Perfectly done. Thomas, you knock it out of the park every single time. But yes, we're going to go ahead and put these decals and see what she looks like. All right, guys, I've had a few questions in the past on how to best put these decals on. And when it comes to the smaller decals, I can pretty much eyeball it and I don't have to use any type of special solution and then just go ahead and press it on with my thumb. But when it comes to these larger decals, these are a little bit harder to apply, especially trying to get into this triangle right here. So basically what I do is I'll outline the center of this decal on both sides, and then I'll put some painter's tape here and then measure the center from the top and the bottom. And then what I'll do is I'll just take some dishwashing soap, put it in a spray bottle, mix it with water, and then I'll just lightly spray it on the down tube. And then I'll line up these two lines that I have pre-marked here until I get it just center, and then I'm able to lay it down perfectly. So hopefully that helps you if you're ever doing this, but trying to do this without any type of soapy water is really difficult. I've done it before, but sometimes you get bubbles, and with this, of course, you can actually squeegee out the bubbles. And the key is not to put too much soapy water. You don't want it to be where it's just really moving around freely and loosely. You want to just do a little bit, a light kind of dusting, if you will, just enough so that you can position this on the center of your measurements. All right, guys, let's take a look at it now. We've got the decals on it, and as you can see, this looks absolutely amazing. I think these decals look really good against this electric blue color. You got the pink and the light blue there, and it just looks amazing. You got the Pro Comp, check it out. Of course, we got the head tube there, have the decal on there, and you know this is going to be a team model, so you got to have the team decal, and then of course we got the forks. So we're going to start putting this together. We're going to go through all the parts and show you what's going to go on this bike. And I think you guys are really, really going to like it. But this is coming out amazing. I really, really love the way this looks. All right, guys, let's bring it in. Let's talk about the parts that are going to go on this amazing build. We're going to start here with the fork standers. These are the Gen 2 fork standers that have been refinished. Those are going to look amazing on this bike. And then we've got our frame standers. Yes, these are OG GT frame standers, also refinished. That'll look amazing. We move over here to the GT mallet. Again, OG refinished. This was refinished by Mark Drowne. Thank you, Mark Drowne, for all your help on this build. Moving over to the headset, we've got the gyro plate, and yes, we've got the GT Epoch. And no, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a decal. This is a stamped Epoch, looking ever so fresh. Only the best for this build. Moving over here to the bottom bracket, that is a GT SR stamp bottom bracket. And yes, we've got OG GT three-piece cranks. And ladies and gentlemen, that is not a decal. That is painted on. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check that video out. I recently did a video where I show you how to use this stencil, and I paint these on. And you can't even tell. Look at that. We're not using decals, only the best for this build. Then we've got our 474 pedals. Look at that. Those are OG, and they've been refinished. And we got the blue pads. Why? Because we got a blue bike. So if you got a blue bike, you got to have blue pads. You got to coordinate, guys. Moving down here over here to the Tech 7s. You got our Tech 7s. These are looking beautiful as well. Also refinished. And let's talk about this disc. This is the controversial disc. And this is a disc that's supposed to look like the Pro Neck, but it is not. It is a replica. This used to be a GT Big Wing disc. And I actually had this machine and added decals. You're probably saying to yourself, well, this looks like a lot like the Dave Volker bike. Well, it kind of does. But I thought it would be cool to maybe do like a Dave Volker bike in blue. And not really saying this is a Dave Volker bike by any means. You know, Dave Volker bike, I mean, it's iconic. But I wanted to do kind of a replica in blue. So let me know what you think about that. I'm still a little torn on the decals because you can really tell they're decals there. But this came out really good. Mark Drowne also did this. Put the white on the back. And I just think it'll look really, really sick on this build. Going over to the pegs, we've got the 26 tooth pegs for the front. We got the shorty bubble font for the back. That's going to look amazing. We do have our AME grips. Those are the only grips that we use. AME is my choice in grips for BMX. And then we got our KMC chain. That's also an 80s chain. We picked that up. Over here, we got our 16-tooth freewheel. This is our Sunlight freewheel. And then check out this seat. This seat right here is an OG seat. Look at this seat. Hardly any rash at all. Look at the logos. This is hard to find. An 87 seat with no rash. I mean, look at the guts there. This is near NOS. Paid a pretty penny for that. That's going to look amazing on this build. Of course, we got to have our nip-on front brake. We got to have our rear 990. That is repop. I tried to get an OG, and every time I buy an OG 990, the springs don't work and the brakes don't work well. So guess what? We went with the repop, and that's just fine for this build. And then we move over to our cables. These are OG shorty cables. If you know, you know. These are hard to find, and I went with the OG shorty cables mainly because of this cable guide right here. If you use the repop cables, they'll loop down real low, and then it just looks really horrible. So we're going to have the shorties that go nice and tight, and they'll go down these cable guides and look amazing like it's supposed to. And guys, if you haven't checked out this video where I bleach these, go back and check that video out. I'm going to throw it up on the screen. These were nasty. I actually bleached them in the sun, 2 applications, and they came out amazing. And speaking of bleaching, check out these tires, man. These tires are OG. They're 37 years old, all white GT tires. Look at the logos. These things were yellow, off-white at best, and we bleached them with a couple applications, and they came out absolutely stunning. Look at that. Still have the knobbies on them. Still got a lot of tread. Very, very difficult to find these tires in this condition. And certainly when I first got them, they were yellow, but now they're white, and they look amazing. And these are actually wrapped in the Ukai's boom hoops with the GT Super Laces, and these are Gen 2. Those look amazing as well. So we've got a nice build on our hands, guys. We're going to put all this stuff together so that you can see what it looks like. This thing's going to look amazing. We'll do a little montage and then show you the final reveal.